When I bought this Tesla Cybertruck, it was $100,000.
Really?
These trucks, they've really gone down.
This guy hit a pothole in his Cybertruck and it cost $34,000 to fix.
All right, so today looking at the Tesla Cybertruck. Now, when I see one of these vehicles, one question always comes to mind, and that is why? Welcome to the channel. I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
How much did I pay for my Tesla Cybertruck? What is the interest rate? What is my monthly payment? Y'all are nosy, but let's get right into it. This is the all-wheel drive Foundation Series Cybertruck, meaning I spent $100,000 on this. If you see Foundation Series on a Cybertruck, it means we spent $20,000 on top of the MSRP. It did come with some extras, but it's basically the cost to get one early. How about the interest rate? The interest rate is 6.39%, which is the best interest rate Tesla offers for the Cybertruck as of right now. I have excellent credit. If you haven't had to finance anything in a while, that may come across as high, but that's just the way the market is. And yes, I have financed Teslas at 3%, 2.75%. That was not unheard of a few years ago, but the world is different now. So the Foundation Series all-wheel drive is $100,000, but there is one that's more expensive. So if we come around on the back side, look for a badge. Mine has no badge. If you see a logo right here, it means it's the Cyber Beast, which is $20,000 more, so $120,000. Now the big one. How much do I pay per month for the Tesla Cybertruck? I spend a little bit over $1,700.
So $1,700 a month, and if I didn't know any better, I would have thought a child designed it. It really looks like they tried to build the cheapest vehicle they could and just slapped a giant price tag on it. If I didn't know anything about Tesla and somebody told me this was a Chinese EV under $10,000, I would get it. When you're paying $100,000 for a vehicle, a lot of that is going to be looks. And the Cybertruck does turn heads, but probably for the wrong reason.
I regret buying my Cybertruck, which is what a lot of you wish I was saying right now. But the reality is, I don't regret this purchase one bit. When I bought this Tesla Cybertruck, it was $100,000. And that was because this is the Foundation Series Cybertruck, which basically means it's the first ones ever made. And now that you can buy almost the exact same Cybertruck for just $72,000, you must be saying you have to regret paying $28,000 more for this one than one you can buy right now. But before you start thinking that you can buy a cheaper Cybertruck right now, just take a look at this. The Foundation Series Cybertruck came absolutely fully loaded. Upgraded wheels, full self-driving, the white interior, a bunch of accessories that I can't even name, plus the ability to fully power my house in case there's any sort of a power outage, and last but not least, the exclusive Foundation Series badging. And if you add all of that up together, the price of a brand new Cybertruck that is comparable to this Cybertruck is $95,000, and you don't get any of the Foundation Series etching. So for me, paying just a couple $1,000s extra to get this truck a full year earlier than I could have now, to me, was definitely worth it, so I don't regret this purchase at all.
The Foundation Series, 28 grand for what, $1,000 in accessories, and to get it early, and he seems to be proud of it. Like this truck is some type of collector item. It's nothing more than an overpriced truck, and I use the word truck lightly. I did a video yesterday on pickups over 100,000. This would be my last choice. With a Dodge, Chevy, or Ford, at least they're appealing to the eye.
What is the Cybertruck? Is it a Cyber Beast by chance?
No, it's the dual motor.
What are the miles on it?
15,588.
Where are you looking to be on it? Around 80 grand?
Yeah. I'm trying to turn this thing into cash. When I say 80, what I'm looking for is 60,000 cash and a $15,000 to $20,000 diesel Chevy or GMC 2500 four-door white pickup with steel bumpers.
The problem I'm going to run into is if it was a Cyber Beast, you'd probably be in that mid-70s range. These other ones, target retail on that truck is about $68,200.
Really?
These trucks, they've really gone down. My target auction price on this truck is $64,025. Unfortunately, it's something that I'd have to buy in the low 60s to do anything with. If you wanted to put it up, put it on Facebook or Facebook Marketplace or something like that and see if you can get some bites, you might be able to get more than 70 retail. I do appreciate you sending it in, though.
Appreciate your candid feedback.
Unfortunately, these Tesla Cybertrucks are losing value by the day. In order to get to that $80,000 price range, it would have to be a Cyber Beast, and even at a Cyber Beast, it's still a little bit off.
It always amazes me that people are willing to pay so much extra money just for attention. And it's not just cars, but you see people overpaying for the new release of a video game system, people willing to pay double the price instead of waiting just a few weeks, camping outside a store to pick up the latest iPhone when they probably have one in their hand that works perfectly fine. He paid for attention and now he's regretting it.
This guy hit a pothole in his Cybertruck and it cost $34,000 to fix. The rear suspension mounts broke and then punched through the frame, requiring a full rear frame replacement. This is still the most amazing truck I've ever had. $21,000 and change for parts, over $11,000 for labor, and almost $2,000 for tax. $34,013.01 for a pothole. He said the entire rear frame had to be replaced, and as far as he knows, it's the first time it's ever been done on the Cybertruck, and the whole operation took 4 months. He said insurance paid for everything, which makes sense why more and more companies are refusing to cover the Cybertruck at all, and then he said you would be astounded on how tough and capable this truck is. You can get a brand new Toyota Tacoma for less money than it costs to repair this Cybertruck, and this is what I would call a tough and capable truck. It's funny because Tesla seems to have cheaped out on a lot of the components, like the aluminum frame that Whistling Diesel tore off his Cybertruck, or the wafer-thin control arm, and then it's still so expensive to fix the truck. Pothole put the shop in the truck for 4 months. It cost $34,000 and there's 22 pages of parts and labor breakdowns, but it's still the most amazing truck I've ever had.
Tough and capable, but a pothole can take it out. So according to this, they've cut corners on what actually makes a truck a truck. You've got a luxury vehicle price tag on what is probably one of the ugliest vehicles on the planet. It's an EV car disguised as a truck. It's an expensive grocery getter.
This is a new low even for the Cybertruck. The off-road light bar that comes with the Cyber Beast is glued on, but it gets worse because Tesla will install the light bar for you, but they won't plug it in because they know it's not road legal. In the service manual for the Cybertruck, it says Tesla by law cannot install the light bar electronics and configure the vehicle for light bar control. To make matters worse, not only is this thing cheap and glued on, it also has exposed wiring, which is not really a look you want from a $120,000 truck. And these are stock OEM off-roading lights that were supposed to come with the Cyber Beast Foundation series of the truck, but people are just now getting them. At least this Cybertruck owner has a sense of humor about it, saying, nice, won't need to buy one, I'll just pick one up off the side of the freeway. Compare that to the new Tacoma TRD Pro, which comes with a light bar built into the grille, pre-wired and not glued on. Also, this thing costs like half the price of the Cyber Beast. It's pretty crazy that they didn't come up with some sort of plug-and-play solution for the light bar that feels durable or even comes with the truck from the factory. I imagine some people who paid $120,000 for an off-roading truck and then got this feature they were promised and it was cheap and glued on and just overall shoddy, pretty upset right now.
It may seem like something small, but like you said, over $100,000 and they're gluing on the light bar without even connecting it. It's crazy to think about what this kind of money gets you nowadays. You get an empty wallet or a massive monthly payment. Prices keep going up and the quality keeps going down. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.